Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Mrs. Evans from Math with Mrs. Evans, where I answer all of your math questions. Today I'm going to show you how to solve an equation using vertical angles. So let's get started. Alright, so this question is talking about finding the values of x and z in an equation, essentially, of two intersecting lines. And a lot of people look at this and they're like, I can't answer this. And they give up. But that is okay. I'm going to show you step by step how to walk through this. So a couple things I need you to know before we get started in this is that a straight line has a degree of 180 degrees. Okay. So if I have a straight line, like so, this is 180 degrees. And if you guys need to know the logic or reasoning behind this, that is two 90 degrees back to back. Okay, and those make a straight line. So 180 degrees is your straight line. Now if I cut that line, not necessarily in half, because if in half then I have my two 90-degree angles again, right? So if you cut it any which way, right? Let's say that, right? I have a straight line here, and I have a straight line here. Either one of those lines equals 180 degrees. So just keep that in mind. So what I'm going to show you right now is just a little reasoning that's going to help you with this question. So if I have this line, and this is 180 degrees, right? If I cut it into whatever, it doesn't matter. So let's just say one side is x and one side is y. Those both look like x's. Sorry, y'all. So one side is x and one side is y. X plus y equals 180. Okay. So let's say I'm looking at this equation over here. Right. I can put x and y, it doesn't really matter what it is. I can just say, well, this side plus this side equals 180. It doesn't matter which way you cut it. It's these two together are a line, and that's all you need to know. Okay, so let's just say this is x and this is y. Okay, so I input that into my equation. So 7x plus 48 plus 69 equals 180. Now I know I lost some people already, so I'm going to go back and explain this a little bit more in detail. So let's say this is my straight line. Okay, it's 180 degrees. We following? Good. So I have x and y. X plus y, these two angles together equals 180. So if I just call this x, 7x plus 48, and that y, 69, I can put them together, right? So if I had x there and y there, this is y and this is x, I can put those things together to equal 180. Okay? Now, to solve this, I'm just going to start putting them together, right? So 48 plus 69, I'm just going to put that in my calculator so I don't mess up my numbers. That is 100, I don't want to write in the highlighter. 117. Okay, so I put those two together, and then I have 7x plus 117 equals 180. Okay, so I'm just trying to solve for x here, just going back real quick. So what I'm going to do is I'm trying to get x by itself, so I'm going to move the 117 over. Okay, and 180 minus 117 is 63. So I have 7x equals 63. Okay, and then I'm going to go in and I'm going to divide by 7, because I have 7 by 7, and I'm going to 7 times x, and I'm going to divide by 7 to get the x by itself. So x is 63 divided by 7, and that is 9. Okay, now 9 is not the answer to what this angle equals. I'm going to clean this up a little bit because that just looks a whole mess right now. Okay, so I have 7x plus 48 plus 69 equals 180. And I'm trying to figure out what the value of x is. So I'm going to take this. Well, actually, I already figured that out. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm going to put this value, because I already have the x equals 9. I'm going to put that into this equation right here. So 7 times 9, right? 7 times 9 plus 48. Okay, so I think about my PEMDAS. I multiply before I add, so this is 63 plus 48. And 63 plus 48 is 111. Okay, so because I inputted that, I know that this angle right here is 111 degrees. Okay, that's just something about how to figure out what that is. But I already figured out what x is, right? So x equals 9, and that is what I needed to find for there. And z, I need to figure out. Now there's two ways to be able to do this, okay? And they both sort of explain as to why, about the second set of notes. So vertical angles, okay, so let me erase this while I read this to you. So vertical angles are pairs of opposite angles made by intersecting lines. Okay, so I'm going to explain that to you real quick. I'm going to put my x equals 9 over here so you guys still have that. So if I have a line, right, and I intersect that line, okay, I now have 4 angles. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Opposite angles are angles that I say that they touch. So if that's an angle and that's an angle, they touch right there. Also, another way to think about it is if I can draw a straight line through it, those are angles. So let me highlight for you. 2, 3, 4, and 1. Okay. So angles 2 and 4, I draw a straight line through that. Those are opposite angles. Okay. And 1 and 3, I can draw a straight line that goes through those things right down the middle. Those are also opposite angles. But the thing that you need to know, the whole reason why I'm talking about this is because opposite angles or vertical angles are equal. Okay, so if I'm looking at, I'm going to erase all these in here. So if I'm looking at these two lines, right, these two angles right here, these two things equal the same. So if that equals x, that equals x. Okay, so if I'm looking at this line right here, they intersect. I can draw a line through it, through the middle, and they touch right there, intersecting lines. Here I have 2 sets of intersecting lines, right? So that fits the description. And then in the middle, I draw another line through it. And one side is 69. So this is also going to equal 69. Okay? So z equals 69. Another way to look at this, because some people are like, well, I need to know another way to do it, and that's totally fine. Remember we talked about in the beginning, x and y together equals 180, so x plus y equals 180. If I know that x right there is 111 plus y equals 180, you can solve, right, and get the remaining answer. So there's 2 ways to find that, but the easiest of the 2 is just to understand what vertical angles are and how to find them. And that is all you need to know. Now, I know someone is going to want another example and maybe another explanation of how to do this question. That is fine. Drop it in the comments below, and I will do that for you. So hopefully that was helpful, and good luck, guys.